the shop working on this. This came into the shop. It's not running great. I'll show you how it's running in a second, but this is a 77 Westphalia camper, and it's originally from California. Nice bus, pretty solid, but again, it might need an engine. We're going to find out if it needs an engine. We're going to do a compression test and go through it and just double check it. It's definitely got some oil leaks. I know that. So let's get into it, see what it needs, see what's wrong with it. All right. That's great. It runs all right. It's not bad. I don't think it needs an engine, but it came from another shop and they said it needed an engine. It runs all right. Let's get into it and check it out. Shut it off. All right. I don't think this has any end play. I'm not feeling a little bit, not much. The bottom end on this is real tight. There might be a little bit of wear in the cylinders. Again, there's oil everywhere in this. There's oil underneath. There's just, it's dripping a little bit of oil here and there. I haven't really run it much in the shop. I'm gonna get rid of this air box so it's a little easier to get at the spark plugs. They're right under, they're not directly underneath it, but it's gonna make it a little easier to get in there. So we're just gonna do a quick compression test. I don't see any vacuum leaks or anything like that that would cause it to be strange. We're just gonna take the plug wires off this side. This is the easy side. This is the, as everyone says, is the pain, but it's really not that bad, I don't think. That's pretty tight. It's gonna come off, but to loosen that up. So you got the box out of there. That's the mass airflow sensor, and the air box is out. So now we can get to the spark plugs. Take these wires off. This is the plug for the box. Did notice something though. Get this light in here, you'll be able to see. It's pretty filthy in there, and that will cause it to not run great, especially on the sensor. The sensor's dirty, so we're gonna clean that while we have it out and just help it a little bit. So I think it runs all right. I don't think it runs great, it runs all right. Let's get into this compression test. We'll get the spark plugs out. I think you guys understand how to do that. I'll grab those out and then we'll get going on the compression test. All right, we got all the spark plugs out. Here they are. So they look very consistent, which is good. And they numbered them here. This is 1. 2. One's got a little bit of oil on it. There might be some wear in that cylinder. Can always do send the Borescope in there too and see what the cylinders look like. Cylinders walls, and that's 4. Very consistent except for 1. It seems to be running fairly rich. Again, that could be also the air box being dirty. Could cause a issue with that. You can see, grab this, look in there. It's pretty dirty in there. So that, if the sensor's dirty, it's not gonna read properly. So, well, let's get into this compression test and we'll keep those in order and see what she comes up at. 1 might be the lowest, I think, judging by the spark plugs, but we'll find out. All right, we're gonna start with number 1. Just lay that out of the way here. It's that in your way, but there we go. That's gonna be a little better. There we go. Like I said, I think this one's gonna be the lowest. Let's see what we get. Ooh. I hope that's not really what it is. Number 1, we're getting 70. That's pretty low. I'm surprised it's running at that. Let's reset that and see. Make sure that's all the way in. That's good. That's good. Yeah. All right, hold on. Yeah, we're good. Look at that one. We're getting 160 on that one. We got about 155, 157-ish.
What, you're set?
Yep.
All right.
Good. We're all good. Same as the other one, 156, 157. Wow. Number 3 is really low. Half of the other one.
So something's going on at number 3. So I think we should do a little Borescope action in there.
I'm gonna go in here and see what number 1 has in store for us. Get in here. Alright, we're down in the cylinder. Oh, that's gross. There's a lot of carbon buildup in there. There's the side of the cylinder. Oh, there's some damage in there. Oh, just froze up on me. Yeah, there's some damage. You can see some damage right there on the side of it. Lost a ring, or this carbon that's built up there.
Bring that right to the camera.
Yeah, you see that right there. The carbon there, and then, yeah. Carbon here, and then that scoring. You can see the cross-hatching looks good here, but then you get some really bad scoring right here. So either that carbon fell down in there and really worked its way back and forth in there, or the ring is bad. I have a cracked ring and split and just rubbing back and forth on there. So it's definitely in cylinder 1. That's why they'll explain why that is so low on compression. There's no fixing that without taking it apart. All right, I turned the engine over a little bit so I can get more of, see more of the cylinder wall, because it was at top dead center. This is fun. Oh, there's the hole. There it is, going in. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nasty. That just seems like that's at the top.
What's that right there? Yeah, kind of will rotate, huh? There you go.
What is that?
Valve stem?
What is that?
That's a valve. It's a tree.
What the heck is that?
That's a valve.
Really?
Yeah. Why is a valve that far down? Did it drop a valve?
Oh, it's oil.
That's a lot of oil.
Yeah, it is.
Did you spray something in there?
No. It's right where that buildup is, too. Look.
Yeah. So I wonder if it has an injector that's leaking.
Huh.
And that's going to wash the cylinder out if that's the case.
Yeah. That would make it wear out. Look, there's no cross-hatching on the cylinder.
And then whatever that score is right there.
Yeah, see that?
Where all the gas was sitting. So because that's all gas, really dirty
Yeah, it
gas.
looks like gas.
Washed it out and
Yeah.
scored that right there.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. There's nothing left on that. I can move that up.
Yeah, you got it.
Coming up. That was funny. I was like, what is that?
I know. I thought it was the valve stem.
I
Wait a
thought
minute.
it was a tree. It's like a stick stuck in there. The tree's growing in there.
That's a lot of carbon too on the top of that
Yeah,
head.
so that would be the gasoline that's leaking in there too, maybe.
So I say that injector is no good. It's not sealing in the
Yeah.
off position. It just kind of peeing
Yeah.
out all the time.
So it needs a bunch of stuff.
So that cylinder had what, 70 pounds on it?
Yeah,
So I want to
65.
if you can get into the cylinder next to it and see, you do a comparison, and that'll show you the difference between a leaking injector and a non-leaking.
Yeah. Oh, fin.
That might take you a minute.
Fin.
Good place for an edit.
Edit. Oh! Going in.
So close. Going the wrong way.
It's backwards.
I know.
There we go. This doesn't look any prettier. What's
Yeah.
happening? Oh, there's a
You're
valve.
You're at top dead center.
Yep. Valve's closing.
And the piston's coming all the way up. Yeah. Keep going. There you go. Now you're going down. You're probably smashing into it.
There we go. See what the... Why is it going... It's almost like it's upside down in there.
Now you did it.
Now I did it. Oh, oh, oh. Huh. Oh. Trying to see that cylinder wall over there.
Push it in further, like so it hits into the wall. I can see fluid sitting on the bottom of that one too.
Yeah, it looks like that's good. Yeah, look at that cylinder wall. Doesn't look too healthy either.
But you can see the puddle laying in the bottom of it.
Oh, that was a little better.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. It's still got some...
Not as bad as the
There's
other
some
one, though.
fuel in there. Well, I did turn it over without... I didn't disconnect the fuel pump. I mean, that one looks way better. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, that's just fuel sitting in there from when we were turning it over to check compression. Oh, it's the same kind of thing going on there. But that makes sense because that would be where the injector is. It's not as thick. There'll be some gunk in there. Not a healthy engine. There's the valve. Valves are disgusting too. Yeah, I think she needs a good overhaul. But, I mean, I guess you could say that's what it should look like. I mean, if it was my engine, I would run it if it looked like that and all four were the same. At 160, I think that's good, but...
I think either something's telling the injectors to dump more fuel in than
Yeah.
it should.
Yeah, it's running rich.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And it probably has something to do with that air mass flow sensor being dirty.
And so
Someone's
much
been in there.
the gas will, especially today's gas, will wash
Yeah.
all the oil off the walls and it'll cause it to burn up.
Yep.
Which I think is what happened on the.
That's probably what happened on that cylinder, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's all this carbon in there too. Yeah. There's still, you can still see where that fuel's dripping down, but I don't think it's not nearly as bad as the
Oh,
other
the
one.
other one had a pond in the
Well,
bottom.
I mean, I did turn it over, check the compression, so
Yeah, but how much?
a bunch, all four. So
Yeah.
there's going to be fuel in there.
That's a lot of fuel. The other one was a lot of
Yeah,
fuel.
they could just be leaking. You could just have a
I mean, that one had enough fuel on it.
leaky injection syndrome.
That other cylinder,
LIS.
the other cylinder had so much fuel in it, they could run for 5 minutes on that cylinder, on that much
Oh
fuel
yeah,
that was in there.
That's a lot of fuel.
And you'd think some of it would get pushed out too.
Look how much is in there.
Yeah.
That's a ton. I mean, it's mixed with oil too because it's mixed with oil too because it's
Is the
probably getting by the.
pull the dipstick and see what the level is. See if there's any gas in the oil,
Yeah, probably is.
especially if it's over full.
What do you think? Want to smell? I won't push it on your nose. I
No, the
promise.
level looks good.
The level looks great, but
That's more when a fuel pump goes. So
I don't really smell any fuel on it.
No.
Well, there's no fixing that. Without,
is.
well, there is, but not tonight.
No.
So I got to tell the customer that he needs at least a top end engine rebuild, and he needs his MAF sensor cleaned. All right, that looks like we can't really go much further with this. It looks like it's gonna need a top end rebuild or a full rebuild. I would probably do the full rebuild on it, just if that's that worn on the top and it, you know, it has that much carbon buildup in there. I would say that I would go through the whole engine and make sure that it's done right. And I don't know if I'm gonna be the one to do it, but if I am, I will do a video on that. But as of right now, we're gonna sign off on this one and move on to the next project, which one of them's next to me, but I'm not gonna show you. You'll have to really follow this channel. I got something big coming up for you guys, so check that out, please. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe. I'd love to keep doing this, and comment. I love the comments. I try to answer all the comments I can. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you soon.